Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, here with another book from my bookshelf, and this time I have Out My Window by Gail Albert Halaban. Now this is an interesting concept. When you think about it, when it says out my window, you're thinking of photos that are being taken outside of the windows into other people's windows. Kind of very voyeuristic thing going on there. But there's also photos from inside the windows that also look outside. It's a very interesting book that asks you a lot of questions. It pushes your comfort zone. It lets you inside looking out of the windows, but then also on other pages, you're looking into windows like right here. But that begs the question, do they have the permission? Does the photographer have the permission of the people that are in the photographs? Now this one so happens to take place in New York City, where if you look out of almost any building in the city, you can look right into other people's homes, windows, businesses, and you can see everything from sexual encounters to people having dinner to people watching TV and movies. There's some interesting words in here that I do want to read because it sheds some light on the entire project here, and it says, "This book, a collection of 50 images taken through and into windows in New York City, acknowledges the unspoken voyeurism and exhibitionism, tells us to admit we all do it, and then pushes us to confront the hope, isolation, and other emotion that lie behind the gaze. The pictures seem intrusive, but are nearly all posed. The residents are collaborators, and their apartments are lit specifically to make these pictures, which explains a defining urban experience becoming secretly intimate with the neighbor's most intimate moments in a process laced with shame, sex, curiosity, imagination, and anonymity." Wow, when you put sex, anonymity, and all that stuff together, you have a fascinating book. But really, when you go through here and it tells you it's New York City, and it tells you the year, some of them are 2007. This one so happens to be in Brooklyn, New York, a beautiful looking loft. It's really cool. But I love when you can look through other people's windows and see what's going on. What are they doing? We all do it. We're all voyeurs at heart. I mean, some of us more than others. But just looking in on somebody, that, you know, I don't like this one as much as when, here, I'm going to flip back to the beginning because I like these with the buildings, where you can see people in the buildings, different textures, different lightings, different things going on. Obviously, look at this one in a Manhattan penthouse looking over Central Park. Just a beautiful scene that's captured there. Oh, and there's a nude person. It's art, so we may still have to block out the breasts, but I didn't know that was in there. And then here, just looking through the window, you got a guy taking off his shirt up there. It's just interesting. You know, when you go to a hotel or a new place or a skyscraper, you always look out the window. You never know what you're going to see. And in this case, she went ahead and captured these interesting images. Just from the street level, you see what's going on. From up high. I mean, it's cool. When you read the foreword to the book, you hear her stories about when she was younger, that they would look through the window and see somebody having a Seder in the other window, another family, and year after year they would see it and they'd watch, but they didn't ever know the person that so happened to live another building right next to them. It's just amazing when you think about New York City and all of the different things that go on behind the windows. I remember I had a screensaver back in the day that was just different windows that would light up and you see what would go on there. And this is what this book reminds me of. It's a pretty interesting book. It runs just under 40 bucks on Amazon, and I think it's a cool idea and a cool concept that I know this photographer we'll talk about in another book has replicated in Paris now. So this is interesting. This is Out My Window, Gail Albert Halaban, a book I think you should check out. Another one from my bookshelf, Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya. So I hope you liked that from my bookshelf video, but if you want to check out other ones, you can click right here. It's going to take you to a playlist of From My Bookshelf, and also go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so. The box is right here. Click the subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos go live.